I want us to watch this video. After this video, we'll come back for much more analysis.
200 people have been unalived in Nigeria during the Christmas break, and they blame my people, Fulani people, for it. This is my statement. Fulani people, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with Nigerian people? You are not from Ghana. You are not from Cameroon. Ya Pullo, Felatiin. You are descendants of Umayyad conquerors. You are the Moors that invaded Spain. Your nature is to want to spread Islam, but you cannot spread Islam in certain areas in certain time periods. If you do it, it will be by force and it's not going to work. As nomadic people, the future is not to keep on going more and more south into the lands that your ancestors called the Sudan and invade farmers' land. The future of the nomads is to take back the north, which is your ancestral lands as Fulani people.
Now you know the aim of the Fulani is to spread Islam and to take over the north, that is North Africa, the north of Africa. The killings in the north of Nigeria, we know that the conspirators are Islamic fundamentalists. One of the reasons why Boko Haram will continue to kill, ISWAP and Lakurawa, whatever you call it, would continue to kill is because northern elites and the northern Muslims believe that Sharia should be spread all over the country. They believe that these guys are their warriors that will help them spread Sharia. Look at what this Fulani is telling his brothers, that conquering Nigeria is not their destiny. They should find another place they will go and conquer. But these Fulanis would not listen, because Islam moves them to wanting to take things by force. This is not the right place. This is not the right time. This is not the right religion to spread in Nigeria, to spread in the south. I'm not even talking about the north. The Hausas can deal with, they can deal with whatever that is happening with the Fulanis, because they were there, their eyes opened. They saw this guy invade their territory, kill their leaders, and install emirs. It is the south that use its resources to take care of Nigeria. It is the resources that come from the south that we use to take care of the whole country. We send our soldiers. We use money, revenue gotten from the south to fund the military, to go and fight endless wars. What is the concern of Chibike and Tunde going to lose their lives in the north, knowing that the northern elites are very much aware of the atrocities that these guys are committing, and they secretly are supporting them because they believe that Sharia should be spread all over Nigeria? Look at what just happened in the southwest, and people think that these people have come to play. My brother, if you don't push back this narrative of the Fulani, they have not come to play. Forget all this online thing. Even when you say anything online, back it up with actions. I traveled to my village. I was hoping to see any footprint of the Fulani in my village, but I was shocked. I was shocked that I couldn't see any Fulani. I went into the forest. I went deep into the forest to see whether I would see. I asked questions. I was asking questions left, right, center to confirm whether there's any influence of Fulani in my village. You see, we must push these people back. Buhari was president. They all went rampage everywhere, causing problems in Nigeria, destroying farmlands and killing people, raping people in their own farmlands, in their own ancestral lands, because there's a president who is their matron and is Fulani. That is Buhari. Now that Tinubu became president, can you see that they have gone back into their shells? That means something is propelling them to do what they are doing. Somebody is pushing them, is giving them morale to do what they are doing. If the northern elites are not in support of the Boko Haram, are not in support of the bandits, I don't think that these bandits would continue till this day. But because they believe that Islam is a religion of dominance, anywhere you go, you must dominate. Anywhere you go, you must push for domination. In the southeast, you can dominate the leaders. You can dominate the Efulefus. And those that can sell their people, you can go and dominate them. You can lure them with money because they have a price. Some of those foolish Igbo politicians have a price. But the generality of the people, you cannot penetrate into Igbo land. We don't want to hear if we hear anything Sharia, my brother, that is a go now. That is the day we are going to start another campaign that will drive anything that has the semblance of violence, and any religion that breeds violence will clear it out of Igbo land. Look at Oyo State Governor has said that Fulani terrorists from northwest are entering Ibadan. Fulani terrorists from the northwest are entering Ibadan. Anywhere these people go, they spread all sort of man. I've never seen such a people like this. And they say that they are warriors, they are conquerors. Oh, you are conquerors. You finish conquering the Hausa, you move to the middle belts. The king cut off Abi, he killed Uthman Danfodio, which is enraging you till this day. You still want to use politics. I've explained on my broadcast many a times how these guys maneuver deceitfully. They push agendas, they get into position of power, and they use their position to oppress you to becoming whatever. I heard an army general, an Igbo man, army general, converted to Islam, and he was giving the name of the Sanusi. I don't think, who is the emir of Kano now? Is it Sanusi or Ado Bayero? That is Tinubu politics, so he knows what he's playing there, dividing the emirates and whatever. So the name Sanusi, Muhammad Sanusi, was given to him. That is an Igbo. You know, they now propagated it, they brought it in the media, and they were making noise about it. And I looked, I said, these people, do you know how many people convert, even not openly? Do you know how many people that are leaving Islam by the day? They are just using back of leg to do the religion. But they will not come out because Islam preaches violence. If you leave the religion, you are likely to get killed. In fact, you're a kafir, you're an unbeliever, you'll be killed. Somebody said that an Igbo man who is a Muslim is more of his brother than his father or brother who lives Islam. So living Islam is death. That is a religion of peace, and they put it towards your face. See, this Fulani, we have exposed you people. If like convert all the old army generals that are Igbo, one of them in Abia State is Muslim, mascot, we see you. The next term, come as House of Rep. Let me see. We'll know whether, you see, the games this Yoruba Ronu are playing, we want to keep on playing in Nigeria, because this system needs to change, and something must give in for this system to change. Yes, we know the pushback against the Fulani will not forget that the Southwest pushed them back. They will not forget. But still, they will be relentless in their move to set up Sharia and install Islam. Put the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. That is what their grandfather said. They will use their Hausa, ride over the Southwest, and that Atlantic Ocean, they will put the Quran there. That is, they are going to take over and dominate everywhere. Your fellow Fulani brother has been warning you that this place is not a place that you need to be, because your end, if you are going to bring violence, if you are going to continue making life uneasy for the people, this might be your end. This part of Africa might be your end. Moreover, the tax bill is on the way. Northern elders are saying, Tinubu, no, suspend this tax bill. Northern elders, everything not. And when you look at those northern elders, most of them are Fulani. I've told you, those that went to school, the majority of them, majority are Fulani. Look at the northern elders and those that are members of those northern elders, Arewa Consultative Forum. Arewa is a Fulani word. They just say it's a Hausa Fulani word. Arewa is a Fulani word. So the Arewa, they constitute mainly Fulanis. They are the ones stylishly pushing back this restructuring. So the Fulani, you are wasting your time. Whatever you are doing, the attacks you are carrying on Christian communities. Anyway, we have 9 Fulani governors. 9 Fulani governors in the north. No single person is Hausa. 9 Fulani governors. No single one person is Hausa. So those governors that you are, in those states that you are, if you like, use your influence and use whatever things you've done. Keep on carrying out your agenda. You unalive Christian communities. You attack them. Look at what happened in Abuja. Islamics, teachers. Oga, I told you that these people online, you can come and rant online, but if you don't have the will to show workings offline, these Sharia guys, these Fulani, they are not playing. When they say they want to do something, they mean it. And they say if they die for Allah, it is gain. Islamic scholars, Islamic teachers, Islamic clerics, whatever you call them, they planted bomb in an Abuja school. According to Sahara reporters, review. Islam, the scholars of Islam, the teachers of Islam, were responsible for bombing in Abuja. That is the news that we got now. These ones that are saying Islam is a religion of peace, they will not criticize this one. No. They will not talk about this one. No. They will not talk about it, especially those from the southwest that are pushing the agenda of Sharia. They will not talk about this. How Islamic clerics will go and bomb a school. Okay, if you bring in Sharia and they tell you that, oh, Sharia only has to do with Muslims, and they go at the back and do their plan and invite suicide bombers. You know what Islam does is that they put fear in you. They put fear in you and they threaten you in different ways and manners that you should join Islam. These suicide bombers now, they might send suicide bombers to a particular school and people are afraid. Islam is there, Sharia is established, there's always presence of suicide bombers. There's always presence of terrorism. Why is it that anywhere Islam is established, there's always killings, violence, and terrorism? So that is the thing that the Fulani are planning to do. This man exposed Fulani. I know the reason why I play this video, so that it will not be as if I'm just making one claim that is unfounded. I don't know somebody told me that I should give them the class of Fulani. There are different kinds and class of Fulani, but Fulani are Fulani with the different classes. The one, you see, one thing in Islam is that the moderate Muslim is happy that the fanatic, the jihadist, is doing what he cannot do or what he could not do at the moment. They give them moral support. The Fulani that went to school, or the Fulani that are different from other Fulani, the violent Fulani and the peaceful Fulani is keeping quiet over the killings, and they are not pushing hard the way we are pushing hard. They are not angry the way we are angry. They will just go and talk from the side of the mouth and close their mouth. Almost all of them are giving emotional support to these guys. I saw a report where the bandits, the Fulani bandits and terrorists, were holding guns. Somebody is holding gun and telling the police that we have surrendered. Please forgive us. With holding guns, with unsafety, telling the police that we have repented, that they should forgive them. And this is Nigeria, that we all claim that is the country that is working. Can this thing happen in the southeast? The IPOB will carry gun like this and sit down and say we have surrendered, and nothing will happen to them. Who knows where the gun is going to? We saw a report about a police, whether he impersonated the police or a police, I think ASP, something like that, was supplying weapons. Was supplying weapons to these bandits. So the South cannot continue to fight, to use its resources to fight wars that the North is creating for themselves. If it were for the North, they would not be able to sustain any of these things they are bringing upon Nigerians. We spend billions upon billions of naira purchasing weapons and what have you. We have spent money on infrastructure in the North for these young guys, these terrorists, to come and blow it off. We are losing the lives of young men from the South. We are losing their lives every now and then. There was an attack of recent whereby these bandits killed they claim they killed a lot of soldiers, because northern leaders are there adamant. Now when Ihejirika under Jonathan was decimating some of these Boko Haram terrorists, they use they use the word, they use treason to threaten him out of there. He was winning the war, decimating this guy, killing those guys. Other countries are killing this kind of terrorists, but Nigeria, our military with their intelligence, they pardon them.
What a wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, someone has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So ECPA is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about people. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, that means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government perspective in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we don't know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. An abnormal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that so Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this biafra struggle, and now gradually it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Nigerian Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there's a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And no, nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or else that made Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said, post election, that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now so now if the average left person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah, there are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you, when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.